All right, ladies and gentlemen of D-Class personnel, go ahead and have a seat. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Commander and I'm going to be briefing you on the SCP that you're going to be working with out in the field. So pay attention what we're looking at today. SCP-1186, Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-1186 instances under Foundation custody are to be held in individual insect containment units at Site. Each unit is to be constructed to resemble the human auditory system. The maximum number of SCP-1186 instances permitted in Foundation captivity is 140. Excess instances are to be incinerated. 140 additional units are to be made available as reserve habitats for SCP-1186 instances. Civilians identified as hosts of SCP-1186 are to be taken under Foundation custody. SCP-1186 instances which are attached to hosts are to be extracted via invasive surgery. Affected civilians are to be placed under observation for a period up to 2 weeks, after which interrogation and amnestic treatment are to be given. Description: SCP-1186 refers to a species classified under the family Cicadas with a mean body length of 2.5 millimeters. To date, all known SCP-1186 instances remain in their nymph stage and show no signs of metamorphosis typical of other members of the family Cicadas. To the Foundation's knowledge, no SCP-1186 larvae or imago are known to exist. In addition, dissection of SCP-1186 indicates the absence of sexual organs. Uniquely, SCP-1186 consumes endolymph from human cochlear ducts. Now, endolymph from several species of mammals, like cattle, are acceptable substitutes in place of human endolymph. Just letting you know. Make sure to write that down, it's not in the notes. As such, SCP-1186's physiology is optimized for the extraction and consumption of human endolymph, such as an elongated and retractable proboscis to puncture human skin, and a digestive system specialized in breaking down substances with a high potassium concentration. However, SCP-1186 is known to survive without consumption of endolymph or any other forms of nourishment. Due to the loss of endolymph, hosts of SCP-1186 regularly experience deafness and balance disorder. After occupying the human ear for a period of 1 week, SCP-1186 will begin emitting vibrations directly to the skull via bone conduction. These vibrations are then interpreted as the chanting of various Mahayana Buddhist sutras narrated in respective hosts' arterial language. Now, said chants include the Pamata Sutra, the Heart Sutra, Lotus Sutra, among others. This is in document 1186, complete list of sutras, so make sure that is in your notes as well. As I said, this is narrated in respective hosts' arterial language. These chants are the only sounds consistently perceived by hosts despite any auditory impairment on the host's part. These chants are inaudible in environments with sound levels of at least 50 decibels, but hosts are known to suffer from afflictions such as headaches and nausea in such environments. In 2% of known cases, non-lethal damage to hosts' nervous tissues is present. Conversely, in environments with sound levels below 50 decibels, the severity of the aforementioned afflictions tend to subside and audibility of SCP-1186's sound increases. SCP-1186 was discovered in Chengdu, Sichuan Province, China on 2007, where they were distributed by the new religious movement Aesthetics to Heaven's Pillar to its followers as an initiation rite. In cooperation with local law enforcement units, a crackdown on Aesthetics to Heaven's Pillar and its followers recovered approximately 500 SCP-1186 instances and halted distribution. 100 of such instances were kept for study at site, while remaining instances were incinerated. All right, this is Addendum 1186-1. Interviews with captured Aesthetics to Heaven's Pillar followers suggest that the Wenshu Monastery in Chengdu is a gathering point for said members. On 2007, Mobile Task Force Upsilon 4 Hot Iron Strike was dispatched to raid temple grounds. Large populations in excess of 5,000 of SCP-1186 instances were found during said raid. 40 SCP-1186 instances found at the Wenshu Monastery have been taken for study, while the remainder was terminated by incineration by MTF-Y4. Highest concentration of SCP-1186 instances is centered around a human cadaver seated in the lotus position and dressed in robes typical of Tang Dynasty Bhikkhu. The cadaver has also been confiscated by the Foundation, tentatively classified as AI, and pending further research. The profile for AI is as follows. Item description: a preserved human cadaver dressed in Tang Dynasty era Bhikkhu robes. Radiocarbon dating estimates the cadaver's year of death at circa 620 to 680 CE. Despite its age, no signs of decomposition are found. Mechanism of preservation is unknown. Date of recovery, 2007. Location of recovery, Chengdu, Sichuan Province, China. Current status, kept at Anomalous Items Wing in Reliquary Site. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was SCP-1186, dismissed.